Welcome, welcome, welcome to Story Time with me, Miss Sheila. I hope you're having a wonderful and beautiful day. Today's story we're going to read is called Viola Desmond Wouldn't Be Budged. So this is a Canadian history book. So let's see what it's all about, okay? Okay. Viola Desmond was one brave woman. Now come on here. Listen in close and I'll tell you why. So seeing pictures of women at the hairdressers. It was a day with a zing in the air when Viola set out on her way. She waved to Gladys and Susu, who worked for her at V's Studio Beauty Parlor. Then she stepped into her car and drove away. Oh, so there she is, and there's her team, and she's going into her car. Let's see where she's gonna go. Viola drove those winter wet roads with care. She had a meeting to attend 3 towns away, but guess what? She never made it there. Oh, look. You see the cows there? And her car? Oh, maybe she had an accident. Let's see. First she heard a rattle. Then she heard a clunk. And then her car began to shake. Oh, don't like when we have car troubles, especially like in the winter time. Quick, quick, Viola drove into New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, to a garage. The mechanic said it would take some long hours to fix the car, so Viola made plans to pass the time. At least she could drive it to the garage. Oh. She walked up the street and down until she came upon the beautiful Roseland Theater. I'll watch a movie, Viola thought, and she stepped up to the window to buy a ticket for the show. So there's the movie theater right there. Her ticket her ticket in hand, Viola found the perfect seat, right down close where she could see real good. But then she felt a tap on her shoulder. She looked up to the face of the usher. You have a cheap upstairs ticket, she said. You have to go up to the balcony. Well, Viola said, that cashier must have made a mistake. I'll just go and buy me a main floor ticket then. So that's different than now at times because now we just pay for the seats. There was like no, in that time they sat up in the balcony or in the bottom. So um, the downstairs seats were more expensive. The usher shook her head. No, you people have to sit in the upstairs section. Right then, Viola understood crystal clear what she was saying. It was 1946. Back then, the Roseland Theatre, like a lot of other places in Canada, was segregated. That meant black people were not allowed to sit, stand, or even be in the same section as white people. Oh, that's awful. Viola felt sad. Viola felt scared. But most of all, Viola felt mad. Look, I'm willing to pay the right price, and this is the seat I want, so I'm not moving. Well, said the usher and went to tell the manager. Well, said the manager and went to the phone to call the police. And before you knew it, all three of them came up to Viola to insist that she move to the balcony. And all this whole time, the movie's going on. Oh my goodness. But I told you Viola was brave, didn't I? Yep. She wouldn't budge 1 inch because she knew this seating rule wasn't fair to black folks. It was just plain wrong. So the manager and the police officer dragged her out of the theater in a real rough way. Oh, that's not nice. They took Viola to jail. Can you believe it? She sat on a hard bench all night long and tried to keep her spirits strong. I think I would be really upset too. The next morning, Viola was taken before a judge and charged with not paying the proper ticket price. She tried to explain that she was happy to pay more for a downstairs ticket, but they didn't listen to her, none. Viola was charged a fine of $20, which was a whole lot of money in those days. Then she was free to go. Oh my land. $20. Viola was glad to get back home to her beauty parlor. When people came to visit, she told them what happened to her new classical, and the story made them angry too. Yep, I'd say let's fight. Let's do something about this. So Viola and the black community groups in Nova Scotia decided to appeal her charge. A year later, in 1947, they faced the Nova Scotia Supreme Court, but the judges there sure didn't want to talk about racial segregation. They said Viola's case had been fair and they canceled her appeal right there. Wow, how frustrating is that? Still, Viola's bravery made a big difference. She inspired all kinds of people to fight against segregation, and by the late 1950s, it was made against the law. So come on and join me in saying thank you to Viola Desmond, a real hero who sat down for her rights. Yes, thank you, Viola, for helping Canada change its laws. So, and at the back of this, you see a picture of her here and then a little bit more synopsis. So, we're so grateful here in Canada for Viola Desmond to, to actually sit down and but stand up for rights and to make a difference for all people that they can go see the movies in whichever seat that they wanted, especially if they could pay for it. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you go make a difference just by being you and sticking to your guns. Until next time with me, Miss Sheila, have a wonderful and beautiful day. Bye.